That's my view. There's a lot of hype around big data. We have, in the Kimmel approach, we have this framework or architecture, if you will, for the data itself that we call the bus matrix. And the bus matrix has, it shows the intersection of the objects that participate in the business, which we call dimensions. So things like, people, locations, products, and so on. And then the rows of the bus matrix are the activities that the organization participates in that generate measurements, essentially. So sales, returns, the things that a company does, an organization does on a day-to-day basis to add value to the goods or services it provides to its customers. So that bus matrix is such a central part of the data component. And then when you say, okay, oh, here's big data, this big new thing, when you really look at it, it's actually not new relative to the rest of the bus matrix, the data the framework that the organization has. It's really just a couple more rows on that bus matrix. It's so say we're going to look at social media and social media interactions with our customers, and we're going to get Facebook data streams, and then we're going to look for, do people like us or not like us? We'll look for sentiment, as we call it. It's really just one more. You can think of it much like customer service calls. It's another interaction that we have with our customers, or that our customers engage in, that we want to assess, and it involves the various dimensions that are already in our organization. Who's the customer? Maybe where's the location? Maybe what's the product that they're talking about? Maybe the competitor. That could be another dimension that takes place in it, where they're talking about us versus one of our competitors. So it's just another set of data. Now, it could be bigger than, from a sheer volume perspective, than other sets of data, but that's an architecture issue. That says, okay, we now need to put this in a different platform in order to analyze it the way we want to. But it's not anything different from anything else we've been doing, really, substantively. I will say, too, that, and part of the reason why I think it's hype is that I think most organizations out there, especially anything below, sort of the 1,000 largest companies, are not going to have a significant amount of what we're describing as truly big data to deal with. It's just not part of what they do or what they need to do as an organization. So for most of us, it's a lot of angst or anxiety about something that's not really relevant from a business perspective. So again, if you take it all the way back around to the business side and say, where's the value in the organization in terms of the data that we need to provide? And let's pick that piece of data or section of data that's going to provide us the most value. For most organizations, it's not going to be big data. It's not there, it's not relevant, it doesn't have the value, it doesn't justify it.
It's a nice to have as opposed to a must have.
Yeah. And a lot of organizations don't even have it at all. If you look at some of the smaller companies that are just getting into data-wise and business intelligence, for them to get distracted with the idea of big data is really not helpful. The vendors don't like it when we talk like this, but we're not at all concerned necessarily with what the vendors think, much to their dismay, I'm certain.